This is the 25th video of Wargame Design Studios Virginia campaign of 1864. I am playing the Union, and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the Confederates. This is probably the biggest war game ever made. The map is 1.1 million hexes, and there are 1,390 turns in the game. It basically goes from the Rappahannock River to south to Richmond. It is May 4th, 1864, 7 p.m., turn 29 out of 1,390 turns. And it's the Union offensive fire phase. And let's get rid of those yellow boxes on the J map by taking away objectives. And let's look at the J map. Gets its name from pressing the letter J. And you can see this is the entire map. And see this small red rectangle? This is what the computer screen sees, and this small rectangle is the hex that we're currently pointing to now. The blue is the blue squares. That's the Union Army. The red squares would be the Confederate Army, but as you can see, we don't see any. Oh, I didn't see this like freeway here. This is Richmond, by the way down here. Now, that Confederate could be taking this down here, since he's doing a lot of moving. No, he's not doing very much lately, that's true. If I was him, that's what I'd do. I'd take this down here, then intercept me somewhere around here. Maybe he'll do that. Who knows? I don't have any outtake on where he is or what he's doing, because I'm not scouting him. I'm just marching to Richmond thinking I'll meet him somewhere along the way. Okay, so anyway, we don't have any offensive fire, so we'll go to the next phase, which is Union melee. We don't have that either. The map is so huge it takes a while for the next phase to come up. Confederate movement. Now, we'll see how long he moves. See this blue circle? That means there's activity. Now the way AI does it, it figures out all the moves first, and then it executes the moves. So when that thing's circling, it's doing one or the other. And it's doing it way more rapidly than any human could. Like when it's doing the moves, see, there's hardly any moving being done. It goes bam, 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 bam. I mean, you can't move that fast. But it does. Union defensive fire. Let's do the J map and see if we see anyone. We don't. It's hardly doing any movement, which means, to me, it's probably still waiting on the Rappahannock for me to make an appearance in its front. And I deliberately moved everything to the right, so I'm not crossing where my units did historically. At least some of them did historically. I'm not crossing there. I'm crossing further to the right, or further east. Okay, Union defensive fire. Once again, there is none. Confederate offensive fire. He won't have any either. Confederate melee. Now it'll be my movement. Once again. Yep, Union movement. All right, let's go down here. I've got 4 cores. 2nd core, 5th core, 6th core, and 9th core. So here's the 2nd core. It's kind of my point guard. We're down here by the Po River, staking out a defensive position. Okay, those guys are in place. And let's put them all in line. Some of them are in column now. So if anybody shows up there, we'll be ready. All I need to do is give them an artillery battery, which I'll do when it comes up. This is one crossing. I think I'll put this guy in the woods. Cover my left flank. So next time I'll put them in line. You can only change formation at the very beginning of your turn before you do any moves. Once you do some moves, you can't do it. Okay, these 3 guys are going to guard this bridge now. Is it better to go across? Oh, it's more than 3. It's like 5 regiments. Let's check the elevations out. Unfortunately, it slopes down. That is not good. That is not good at all. Yeah, doesn't look very promising going on the other side. Although I'd like to, because these 2 roads meet here. I don't have enough men though. Got some high ground here, some high ground here. Yeah. Whereas here, this is higher. It's the same height as this across here, but this is lower. I better stay on my side of the bridge. So look at, there's some high ground right opposite the bridge. We're out of movement. What a shame. All right, we'll put this leader back here. Now this guy, what is this? It's clear, and it's too bad. But it's high ground. I think we'll put the artillery up there. We'll ring this crossing. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's move these guys a little further this way. Okay, now these 3 guys are going down here. See that cracked bridge? They're going to see if it's crossable or not. If it is, we'll deploy around it. have a division. Where the hell's that? Here we go, Spotsylvania. All right, let's get rid of our map elevations. And this is the railroad to Richmond. That's where are they? That's where these guys are going. What's the best way to get there? Jesus. Okay, I guess it's Telegraph Road. So we go to Zion Church and go down Telegraph Road. Okay. Oh, this guy's a scout. You should go with him. He's only one man, so he's good for a long-range scout. I can send him way ahead to see if anybody's coming down the road towards them. These are aides. I'm sure they're amazed that now we've turned all the aides into scouts. They thought they'd have a nice cushy job with a division or corps general. Eating great meals at his headquarters and having a life of leisure. Instead, we've designated them as advanced scouts, so they're in the line of danger all by themselves. I'm sure they like that. Okay, these guys. Second Division and Hancock. Where the hell's the Second Division? That's the first. Here's the third. There's the third. This is the second here. Maybe. First Division. Well, where the hell is the second? Oh, maybe it's the brigades I split up here. Yep, there it is. Okay. He'll go down there where his division is. And what do we got? We got Hancock. We got this brigade with the 1st Division. The 2nd Division. Carroll. Goes with him. Now the 1st Division was here. Yes. 4th Brigade, 1st Division. Oh, he didn't get too far. 2nd Corps, I don't know what this guy is, Chief of Staff. And here's Hancock. Okay, they're going to go to Spotsylvania, where the reserve will be, probably 3rd and 4th Division. Okay, he should have gone with them. All right, that takes care of them. Now This is the 3rd Division. And the artillery and supply wagons are at the end of the column, and we'll delegate those when they come up. Laurel Hill. Here was the Confederate position at the Battle of Spotsylvania Courthouse. We'll see if we have another battle here. Okay, who are these guys? They're still 3rd Division. 3rd Division. Wow, that's a big division. 4th Division. So these 2 divisions are going in reserve. And if somebody shows up, we'll have mobile reserves. Here's the artillery. Where are these guys? 4th Division. Okay. I want to check the 1st Division here. All right, let's put them in line. This battle, you don't want to be surprised. That's why we're taking all these precautions by guarding all of the approach roads. Those guys are ready. All right, let's go up here. What are these guys doing? Oh, I see. Let's look at the elevation. Oh, that's a real choke point if he comes down there. Yeah, let's deploy on this ridge. Oh, we got nobody watching. Oh, well. Yeah, we do have somebody watching. These guys. Okay, I've got to deploy them. They're watching that road, but it never hurts to have a backup. Oh, shit. Let's put these guys in line. Sometimes if AI detects you've got a blocking force, it'll move way around in the woods around it. So you've always got to be prepared for that. That's why it's good to have backup blocking positions if you can. So if the first one misses it, then you get them on the second one instead of being unpleasantly surprised. Now this guy should go over here. This guy over here. This guy down here. This guy over here. I'll put these guys in line next time. Okay. That's the 5th Corps up there. Okay, now these guys. Put them in line. Put them in line. Turn them one to the left. This guy's in column. We're going to send him into the woods here. Okay, they're good. We were here. Okay. Almost made it. Okay. Taking care of that. Where'd we leave off? Right here. Okay, we got wagons and artillery. Okay. I think these guys got off the road for the cavalry. These belong to the 5th Corps. Now the 2nd Corps, I believe, came up down this road. Let's go see if it leads to Eli's Ford. There's Eli's Ford. That's where the rest of the army will be coming. Let's check the 5th Corps. Okay, they're moving their wagons across. That's why the road's empty. We don't want their wagons at the end of their column. We want them at the beginning so they can fight unobstructed. They don't have to worry about this huge wagon defending this huge wagon train that'll be in back of them, not in front of them. This is the rear guard, and this cavalry is guarding this road. I'm going to keep them there for a while, but these guys are past, and that's why they were there, to make sure these guys got out of there. So we've moved the 5th and the 2nd Corps now up to the 6th Corps. What's this guy up here? Oh, that's that scout. Just in case somebody takes that. Okay, here we are, Richardsville. Now this road goes to Eli's Ford, I hope. Yep, that's where they're headed. Okay, we don't need these elevations on. Map is much easier to read without them. But they are very useful when you're in tactical battle. Very useful. Gives you no doubt as to what elevation the hex is. think this is still the 12th Corps, or 6th. How am I saying 12th? That was disbanded. And then behind the 6th is the 9th Corps. Then the Army's train, which includes the reserve artillery and the supply wagons. And that's it. But we want to get through these woods without a battle. Okay, here's the rest of them. And we're going down that road. Now this is the 9th Corps. So this is the last combat command in line. And after these guys get past the Army train, which is up at Brandy Station, just up the road here, and the Army train, the artillery reserve can start moving. To the left, these are, and to the north here, those are the Army trains. Now the Ninth Corps. Oh, this is the last of the Ninth Corps. So let me just make sure. Yep, just supply. So the artillery now. Oh, here's Meade himself with his guard. The Army artillery can start moving out. And the supply will go last. Each one of these artillery units is a battery. So there's a lot of batteries in this reserve artillery. Oh, that's Grant. I should move him up with Meade. Oh, he doesn't move that fast. Ah, shit. Well, this, I shouldn't curse. Bad habit. Guy moved off the road. My finger is tired. No. I played 2 other games before this. And there was a lot of unit movement in both of them, so my finger's starting to get tired. I wish we could make this beginning click, left mouse click, end click, right mouse, left mouse click. But I gotta do beginning, left mouse click, and right mouse click. Shit, there's another one I moved off. So I've got to either change fingers or use my index finger for the first click and then slide it over for the second click, which is inconvenient. It's easier to use my middle finger, but then that gets tired a lot faster than my index finger. On one game, and it isn't from this company, it's from someone else, they give you the ability to set up what clicks you want. So in that game, you can set up left click, or right click if you wanted to, I suppose. But left click would be a big improvement to save wear and tear on your fingers. Okay, so these guys, there's nobody behind them. They're all closed up. So now we've got to move the units on the other side. Down this rail to Brandy Station. God, these were so spread out, it was unreal. Still are, to a degree, but while we're moving the artillery, these can close up. See, they're way back here. I think this is the end. J-map. Oh, there's one guy behind him. Oh, these guys are fixed. There's a depot there or something. Okay, let's see if we get any arrivals. I don't think so. Let's see if any are scheduled down the road. Cripes! A whole bunch of them. Jesus. Starting from May 5th. May 5th, 6th, 8th. Holy cripes. All throughout May. Ending June 1st. We keep getting stuff. I don't know how it's going to catch up with the Army unless it comes in somewhere else. Okay. Let's go down here where we've got some scouts. Now I've got a 58-inch 4K TV that this is my monitor. So it's huge. And if you've got a smaller one, you may not be able to see some of this stuff. So I've got this pointer here, which is handy. So what I'm looking at is my scouts here. I've got one here. I've got one here. I had another one around here, I thought. I don't see him. I don't know where the hell he is. But if the Confederates are coming for me, yeah, I thought I had a third one. Those two guys should see him. Oh, he's higher up. Okay. He's way up there. So let's see if we see anything. All right, that blue donut is spinning. Confederate defensive fire. Nope. Union offensive fire. Nope. Union melee. Nope. I'm surprised I'm not running into any cavalry patrols from the Confederates. Okay, donut is spinning. That means he's moving. Or it's moving. I shouldn't keep calling it he. Now everybody's calling all these robots, especially on YouTube, they give them a name. Like Joe Blow or something. It's like, no, he's robot number 32. He's an it, not a person, but I'm sure the woke culture will say, oh, no, that's another gender, robot, so you got to treat him with respect. See, Confederate isn't moving at all. I'm going to have to go find him with my cavalry, but not before I cross the Rappahannock, because I may be in Richmond before he even moves. That would be weird. Okay, so I'm going to be moving again, my aching finger. Oh, there it is. Ugh. All right. Go to the second corps. Okay, we just need to put this guy in line, so they're good. These guys are good. These are the bridge crossings. Okay. We got this guy. He's going to see if he can cross. Ah, nuts, he can. Okay, it's a good bridge then. Well, I was hoping it wouldn't be, but hoping doesn't make it true. We've got only a small brigade here. Let's see. Well, this could be an advantage because it just happens we got low ground here. That means well, he's got high ground here, so he may be able to see us. But he won't see us coming up this road. So we can hide and give him a surprise. Hopefully. Now, I don't want to get up here because if he creeps up to this ridge and puts some artillery here, he can bomb the crap out of me. So we're just going to put this one unit across. And these other two, I think I'm going to put on, I'll put one here on high ground. I think the other one here. Put the leader up there. Okay. That's a good. Now, let's take the elevations out. Change the scale. You do that with the roller wheel on your mouse, which makes it real convenient. Now these other guys are going down to the railroad crossing, which is down here east further. So we're going to put a whole division there. I got to put these guys in breastworks. I think next turn I'll start doing that. After all, this is 1864, so they threw up fortifications. They were like of the Romans. At the end of every day, the Romans would make a fortified camp. Well, during the Civil War, both the Union and the Confederates in 1864, they did the same thing. Every time they stopped for any amount of time, they threw up fortifications. So they were just like the Romans. And they said the Romans, I don't think, they sent their engineers out ahead to lay out the camp, but it was always the same layout. So when the troops finally showed up, they knew what to do and where everything was located. And they dug a trench around the camp and made palisades out of the dirt and put other impediments up. So it was automatic with them. They didn't even have to think about it. And I think it only took them like 2 or 3 hours. And it was the same thing with the Confederates, except they did it in less time because their stuff wasn't quite as sophisticated as the Romans. They just threw up logs and made shooting holes through the logs, and maybe they dug a trench, small trench, but they did it really fast, like an hour or so. They'd be entrenched. They didn't need much time. Neither did the Romans. That saved the Romans on several occasions. If their army was defeated the next day, because what they would do is they'd march, they'd entrench, and basically they were entrenching on the end of the battlefield, because the next day a lot of times the enemy would come up and they'd deploy for battle, and if they got defeated they could just withdraw inside their entrenchments, which are really strong. So if I was a Roman, I'd be happy that the entrenchments were nearby. And then if they were heavily outnumbered, they could wait for reinforcements in relative safety, because their entrenchments were pretty good, and they had artillery with them, so they were in good shape. Uh-oh, what have we done? No, we're good. Okay, I got confused here. This is 1st Division, which is here. So this guy goes there. All right, and these guys are, I think this is like 4th Division. They're going in reserve, basically, at Spotsylvania. Ah, here comes the artillery. Or some of it. We'll give everybody 1 battery. That doesn't sound like much, but you figure we've got 3 river crossings plus 2 other positions. That's 5 batteries gone right off the bat. That's a lot for a corps. Corps might only have 6 or 8. Artillery reserve is way back there. We got a whole bunch more then, but that's going to take quite a while to get up here. And even 1 battery can be very useful if it's in the right place. Now, this is cavalry. The hell did I bring these guys so close after the infantry? Okay, let's check things out here. There's the railroad, or the railroad. I guess this isn't a railroad. This is just like a pike, but it goes right to Richmond. So the cavalry should go this way. Went a little too far. Oh, shit. I said I wouldn't curse. I don't want to lead with the artillery. So we're going to push it off the road. These guys can really move. I want the artillery at the end. Okay, got the cavalry going down that way. That's a good thing. Here come the supply wagons. Oh, cavalry got by just in time. Oh, crap. An hour's gone by. Boy, that went pretty fast. All right, I'm going to end it here. And we will continue on next time.